pod, aka People of Detroit. We wanna put people on. You know what I'm saying? We wanna get the world to know more about Detroit.
Well, what makes us different at the pod is that we want to have real stories by real people and displaying real triumphs. At the end of the day, in Detroit, one thing we know how to do is hustle harder.
So first of all, I got my Natural Nation on right now. I got the Seduction on. It's the bomb. Make sure you cop, y'all. Make sure you cop.
We at 12 Oaks too. If y'all want to come in and pop out and check out what Natural Nation has, for sure.
Hey, y'all.
Yo. What up, though? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA. And y'all in here rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the People of Detroit. And today, we have a very special Detroit guest in the building. She's young, but she's a legend. You know what I'm saying? She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a producer, actress. Even designer. She does it all. And the person who I'm speaking of today is Isis Damil. Let's go.
Hey.
So glad you could make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that you're here. You know, we can sit down and discuss who you are and all the dents you done made, you know, in your lifetime with your singing.
Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate the invite. You know, this is super, super dope. Like I said, you know, this is my first time being in a setting like this, so
right.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Well, we're going to start off by asking, what hood made you?
What hood made me? 6 Mile.
Ooh, y'all hit.
Yep, 6 Mile, North Rosedale Park. You know, that's where I reside. So,
Okay. And that's West Side, right?
West Side of Detroit,
hey,
yes.
We love the West Side.
Okay.
You feel me? But we, like I say all the time, we rep everybody, but we West Siders, so.
That's
and yeah. So you know, growing up in your household, you know, it was music almost since you was born, right?
Not almost, definitely.
Well, yeah, you're right. Definitely since you were born.
Yeah, because both my parents, they're musicians. My dad, he was signed to Polygram in Paris.
Yeah,
you know, he had a major deal. He started playing in church from a young age, so he's been playing piano forever. Mm-hmm. My mom, she got a later start in music, but yeah, she's a music educator.
Right. She played the sax, right?
She played the sax. She played the flute, keys. She actually is like the GOAT.
Y'all got the same face, too. Y'all look like twins.
I know, right?
For real.
I stole it.
Man. So, you know, early on, was there anything that Isis Damil wanted to be before she became a singer? Because I did read somewhere that you wanted to be a dentist at one point.
That is so crazy. Where are you getting? How did you find that? Yes. I went to school to be a dentist. I went to Detroit Mercy. On 6 Mile.
And you graduated. Yep.
I did graduate. Yep. I ended up getting switching majors, and I got my BA in communications.
Okay. Yep.
But
that's
I
dope.
originally went for dentistry. Like, I don't know, like, so it's something so captivating about a smile. Like, when you're talking to somebody, you know, that's like one of the first things you see.
That's facts.
When you look at somebody. So that's why, you know, teeth still, you know, my teeth still on point. But I switched it up, and I wanted to take my music more seriously because I always did music. Right. But
because early on, even before high school, when you was a kid, you used to go out and be at your parents' performances or your dad performances, and they will make you get on stage and do a number. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you getting this information like that?
I just say, look, we do our homework because we get on here. I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, our guest is represented, you know, under the right light. You know, I ain't gonna get on here capping. You know what I'm saying? So I try to find out everything that's the truth and that built you. You know what I'm saying? That helped get to where you got today.
Yeah.
You know, and so like, how was that? Like growing up and you would be young and your pops would pull you like, hey, come knock it out the box real quick. Like, how was that experience as a kid?
It was dope. I would do it. You know, I have stories from my parents would tell me like I would be in diapers at their gigs, and I would just come up to the stage like can't even talk, and I'm standing at the stage like, all right, I'm next, you know. And when it was actually time, when I could actually sing and do these things, you know.
Okay.
It was a no-brainer. Like, absolutely. Like, come on, let's do it.
That's facts.
My dad had his studio. I've been recording since I was a kid. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And also, I think you went to, just if I'm right or wrong, you went to Renaissance.
I did. I'm a Phoenix.
Shout out Renaissance. You know what I'm saying? That's a real prestigious school downtown. It's real.
Well, it's not downtown. It's
excuse me. It's
right,
on
it's on
Outer Drive.
It's on Outer Drive. Don't get it confused.
I don't want y'all to think I ain't from the D now. All right. It's on Outer Drive, but I'll let you continue. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I went to Renaissance. I'm a Phoenix. I did. So there actually, under my choir director, Miss Nina Scott. Always got to plug her.
Okay.
I'm classically trained.
Right, in the piano, correct?
Well, that too, but I'm vocally trained classically from Renaissance. So I've been playing piano from a young age as well, and I was classically trained as well. But that was outside of school. I didn't take piano in school.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I know your dad, he was a preacher, right?
Yep.
He is a preacher. Excuse me. He is a preacher.
Yeah, I'm a PK.
A PK, preacher's kid. I hear that. And shout out to Mr. Zion. I want to say his name right.
Right. That is so
Mr.
crazy.
Zion
Yisreal.
Yisreal. Yes. I want to make sure I said his name right because he a legend. And look him up if y'all don't know who he is. Zion Yisreal.
Yep.
Yisreal. Okay, got you. You know what I'm saying? So basically you did a lot of growing in Renaissance as far as like getting your singing down pack a lot more, and just doing a lot of different things. So what was some fun times, during high school where you had a chance to show off your talent?
So we had this thing called the Grammys, which was so dope. Yeah, it was so dope. I chose to be Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
And it was so funny. I actually skipped choir rehearsal to go to audition for it. I felt so bad, especially because I was the president of the Renaissance Singers Group, one of the choir groups that we had at the time, and I skipped it, and it looked kind of bad. It's like, man, the president skipped.
True.
Well, I wanted to make sure I made it for Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Jasmine Sullivan. So I chose
me too.
her.
I love her. She got a beautiful voice. Yes,
she's a beast.
Yes, she just got her first Grammy recently too. Shout out Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes,
she went crazy. It took long enough.
It did. It's well deserved. It's well deserved.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And after the Grammys, you get out of high school, you go to UAD, you go through your stuff. And, well, I ain't going to say go through UAD because during high school, you were performing at Baker's Lounge. That's where you got your...
No. So I didn't start at Baker's until after I graduated.
After graduation. Okay, got you.
Well, no, not after graduation. I want to say it was like my last couple of years still in college. I was performing at Baker's. I actually got my first gig before I got to Baker's. I was at... Motor City Yacht Club. I'm not even sure if they're still open, but it was like a black-owned yacht club down Jefferson. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to do this. Mm-hmm. And so my dad, he got a gig at Baker's. He pulled me in. And from there, I had been there for like 6 years, just performing and perfecting my craft. You already knew what to do. Yeah. Well, let him tell it, and he's out in the car. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad he's not in here.
All right, so he actually came with. Okay.
Yeah, he out there. No, he can stay out there. But let him tell it. He was like, my first gig, I was up there like Minnie Mouse. He was like, hey, my name is Isis. I want to sing a couple songs for you. He's like, no, any other time you are loud.
You at home in the bathroom screaming.
Exactly, yes. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm so glad I grew out of that, and came to be who I am today and still growing.
That's real. Mm-hmm. You have a lot under your belt. at one point too, weren't you like a host of a TV 33 Detroit, or did you participate, or that was?
So at a, I actually was. That is so crazy that you have all this information. I'm like mind blown right now. But yeah, so my best friend Tiffany, we started Queen to Queen,
Okay.
and it was just a talk show, and we talked about relationship, politics, just whatever. And there was like no topic was taboo. We talked about everything, and it was really cool. I actually took that segment from a lady named Debbie, and she had a show, and the name of the show it misses me right now, but yeah, so I did a couple shows with her, and she was like, yeah, if I can't make it, then you can come on here and talk about what you want to talk about. And so then she just kind of stopped coming and was like, yeah, you and your friends can come on. And so then it ended up being, so it was me, it was Tiffany, my friend Roxanne. Okay. We were on there, and then once we stopped doing the TV 33, then we just started doing our own YouTube stuff for a while. So
how long did that go about, the TV 33?
I want to say it lasted for a couple of months. So we had a few episodes that's on YouTube, so you could check it out. Queen to Queen. That's Queen, the number 2 Queen, if you want to see what we were talking about. But yeah, it was really cool. A dope experience.
Okay. And could you also explain to the people about Creative Wonders LLC?
It's so funny because Creative Wonders. Well, I'll say this. From a young girl, my dad, he always instilled in me entrepreneurship.
For sure.
So I've been doing that for a long, long time. So Creative Wonders is not something that I just came up with. That I made that up when I was in elementary school.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
Yeah. So anything that I created, he was like, yeah, who created this? Creative Wonders created it. I made a science project, and he was like, who funded this? Who made this? Creative Wonders made this, So anything that I do creatively, that's a Creative Wonders product. So when it comes to my music, most of the flyers and things that you see that I post, that's me. I do my graphics, and I ain't really a graphic designer, but you'll
get it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it done.
You'll get the job done.
Yep. So Creative Wonders does all of that.
Okay. And recently, I seen that you were one of the finalists of the Sound of Detroit. Okay.
The Sound of Detroit Motown Amplified competition. Yes. So I placed in the top 3. I placed 3rd, and it was a wonderful experience. Yeah, with Hitsville Next and the whole Motown team. I really was feeling like I was at an award show, like the Grammys, BET. I was like, I just kind of put that in my head, like, no, this is where I'm at.
Because I think you said that was your biggest venue to date when you performed there.
So the thing was that the whole taping was at Cliff Bell's, which I actually headlined my own show there. Yeah. So no. What you're talking about is when I opened up for Brian McKnight at the Soundboard. Okay. So that's been
See, that's why I was Sound Detroit Soundboard. That's why, because I was. We
like
back
now somewhere. Yeah.
We back.
Yeah. So that was my biggest venue that I've done. So at the Soundboard, I opened up for Brian McKnight.
Okay. Yeah.
And which you can see that on YouTube. I actually recorded one of my first videos for Dizzy. Okay. And I took that and just filmed my whole experience being backstage. That was my first time having a dressing room. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, look at me.
Was that like one of the first experiences where you was like, wow, like, I'm really doing this, like, dog, like, because I know you did so much traveling and opening up for tons of people and big names and all that stuff. I think you even performed for the King of Ghana.
I did.
Did you do that?
I did.
How did that come about?
So in high school, Miss Scott, oh my goodness, she is like the GOAT. So what happens is every 4 years, she takes her students on a major trip. Okay. And so it so happened to be like I was there, and so she said this year she wanted to go to that, I can't remember the year, but she wanted to go to Ghana. She had a school out there, and she helped fund the school, and she, bring supplies and things like that. And she allowed us to, had that opportunity to sing for the King and Queen of Ghana.
That's
It's like,
dope.
how
That's dope.
often do you get
I know. Can't
that
nobody else say that.
Yeah,
Can't
right?
nobody else.
I'm like, whoa.
Oh man. I know. And you some years back you had traveled to LA for the I Discover Stars audition. Like how did that go?
Well, I went out there for an audition for John Legend, which unfortunately I didn't make it, but that was my first trip to LA, so
Okay.
I made the best of it.
For sure.
And while we were out there, I Discovered Stars was there, and I sang my original music out there. Other people was out there shy, and I'm like, you can't be shy.
Yeah, you gotta have that character. You gotta have that.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. So they asked me to sing, and that's what I did. So I
Okay.
sang one of my original songs, and I'm like, oh, y'all rocking
And
with
they was
this.
loving it.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Like, okay, I'm doing something right. I like it. Cool.
That's real. And I'm gonna ask you this random question. We ask all our guests this. Name your favorite Detroit childhood memory.
My favorite Detroit childhood memory would have to be like the African World Festival at Hart Plaza.
I think one of our last guests said that too. We had Tamashi on. He's a filmmaker.
Oh, okay.
He said the same exact thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Man.
But yeah, those was always memorable. Y'all buy that water
Plaza? Oh my
and
goodness.
all those vendors and black vendors at that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
It was beautiful for sure.
I'm so mad they moved it to the Charles Wright Museum. Even though I still love it, but it's like it's nothing like being at Hart Plaza. Like it was so dope. It's like so they recently had, I want to say, the Ribs and Soul Festival last year or something like that. So it was like real nostalgic to even see that because Hart Plaza has been closed for a while. Yeah. And I'm like, it brought back all the memories. I'm like, I love this. This is the Detroit I grew up knowing, you know.
The 90s is just different. Like, that's my favorite decade, my favorite era. And, I'm 33, so it's like everybody, parents had money, everybody, family met up. Like, it was just, that era was
was different. It was dope.
And then to go places, events, and downtown and stuff like that, man, used to be real crazy.
Absolutely.
Real crazy. And you had, what was your first single, I Love You? Was that your first single?
Yep.
So can you explain the making of I Love You and how it came about?
My dad was playing something. He was just playing around, and usually, and all the musicians, they kind of laugh at me for this. They like, I just record everything. I do, because you never know. You never know what could come from it. So he was just practicing. We wasn't doing nothing, and I'm like, I really like that. I'm like, okay, what can I do to that? Seasons come when I'm with you. So I just had to.
Man, I felt that in my back. Okay. All right, y'all hear that?
Gotta add something to that. So that's how that came out. He was just playing around, and I added something to it.
That's dope.
Like, let's record it. That's cool.
And when you made that, and like, what was the plan once that song came about? Did you already have talks on making the CD before that song came about? Or you was just like, you made it and then everything else just started piecing together after that?
Just piecing it together. So I'm going to tell you, like, the music business is kind of tough. Like, unless you have, like, a whole team who knows exactly how everything is supposed to be. So I'm still figuring it out. And I know way more. I wish I knew now all the things that... I mean, I wish I knew then all the things that I know now. Yeah, because, I know how to formulate things, but no, I was just kind of like, oh, I like making music. Let's make music and then put it out.
And it's like, no, you got to make sure this is right, this paper together, that, but it is. That's why a lot of people, when they get into the business, that's all they focus is. It ain't bad because everybody go through their emotions, but once that business portion hit in, paperwork, publishing, what I'm saying, royalties and all this stuff, it's like, if you don't know that, somebody can just have you signing some crap. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, yes, your life away. I'm signed, and you happy, and or you thinking all I gotta do is make my music and give it to the label, but yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can do that, and then it's like, the 1 month come, then the next month come, and you like, was I supposed to get paid? Like, where the check at? You ain't getting no check, but I bet you know who is getting paid. The label always gonna get they money. So yeah, you always got to make sure all of that stuff is together. So
no, for sure, for sure. You gotta have the right team, lawyers, and
all
you know
that,
it take money, make money for sure. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the music business, you gotta do this stuff because if you don't, you will never get nowhere. People will rip you off and just an ongoing cycle. But I'm glad throughout the years, you know, from 60s, 70s, 80s, stuff is a lot better. You can kind of do more. You can drop your own music on YouTube, drop your own Spotify, So it's a lot more independence with this day's music, you know, especially with your brand of music. You got some real classical hip-hop sounding, you know, real smooth music, and your voice is just caters to the beat whenever you you know you do something. So it's like, yeah, yeah, no problem. And I know you also you do a little bit of little acting. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Acting, and I know you were in a leading role for A True Meaning of Christmas when you did that. That's like a musical, right? Type.
Kind of, sort of. So only me and my co-lead, we were the only two singers.
Okay.
But yeah, that was such a dope experience. As you know, I was an alien, so I had the alien makeup and everything, and it was really dope. And actually, I'll tell you too, we are going to redo that again this year. Dope. So last year, due to COVID and everything, it was just, you know, available online. But this year, it will be in person. So, you know, be on the lookout for that, you know, when we start selling tickets and everything, and come support.
I'm most definitely will come because, you know, the stuff that I've been checking out from you, you do a lot of, you know, events to where it's positive. You know what I'm saying? You may be at a festival, Black Festival. It may be, but it's always something positive. Every time I see you.
By the way, I am doing a Black Women's Expo next month. So, yeah.
Hey, y'all heard that? You know what I'm saying? I was just saying it. Then she brings it up to prove my point even more, right? That's dope.
Shout out to Kim. Yeah. Hey, girl.
So, I'm going to ask you a question. What does the name Mike Jellick mean to you?
Man, he is so dope. That's my friend. That is my friend. So, when I was younger, my mom, she was telling me about this piano player, Mike Jellick, and she's like, yeah, he's this new piano player around the city of Detroit. I really want you to get with him. Like, he's amazing. Like, I think he can really help you with your music and everything. So, at the time, I'm still trying to figure this music thing out on my own, and I was with a band, and we were just rehearsing and not performing, but always rehearsing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I told my mom, she dropped me off over there one day because I was young, so she dropped me off. Right. She like, all right, y'all gonna have y'all rehearsal and then whatever. So we go to the rehearsal. I go to the rehearsal. We practice a few songs, and at this time, I was solely into jazz. So I was only doing jazz music, and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, you know, I was rehearsing with this band, and then I felt like we wasn't ready. We did one performance, and then I was so nervous. And he was like, oh, no, you'll be good, whatever. So we practiced 2 songs, and he was like, hey, you think y'all can take me to Northern Lights Lounge? I'm like, yeah, cool. So we go to Northern Lights Lounge, and he was like, yeah, stick around or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, yeah, all right. Now, I want to bring up a very special friend. Her name is Isis Damil. And I'm like, oh, my God. Me? Like,
so you had no idea that was happening?
No idea. Literally was like, okay, I think I'm going to just leave. Like, you know, no, I don't want to do this. I went up there and I just did what I was supposed to do. Like, this is what I do. Like, just sing. Yeah. And I did that. And they loved it.
Was just the nerves. You know what I'm saying?
The nerves.
I think if they would have told you that you was going to do that, you would have really been like super nervous.
Yeah, I was just starting out, and if he would have told me, I probably would have just been like, nah. Like, nah, we'll drop you off and then I'm out. You know, like, so, and it's so funny because I just told him, I was like, I don't like being put on the spot. And that's exactly what he did. And I thank him for that. Like I really do. And
That's real.
to this day, like we're still really, really, really great friends. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, and there's nothing that vice versa. So
That's
yeah,
real.
I love you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm like I had to ask you about him real quick. The 2017 Sarah Vaughan Jazz Vocal Competition. Like, how was that experience when you was there?
It was really cool. So I didn't place or anything, but I did, gain some new followers from that. They really liked the music that I sent in. I wish I could have gone further than what I did, but it was my first experience recording my things at home and submitting that, because I'm like, I got to get my stuff together. Like, I don't have any MP3s to send to them. Like, how do I get these things together? So
Right.
I'm working closely with my dad and diligently, like, okay, they had all these rules and they said, you got to send in these types of songs. So I'm like, all right, Dad, let's record this and send it in. So that was a great experience for me to like kind of see what I have to do to make sure that I'm heard and get my music out there, and it helped me gain new followers. So that was really cool.
That's cool. That's cool. What's one thing that you can say during your I'll say illustrious singing career? What is one thing that you felt that was a hurdle that you wouldn't think you would get over, that you end up conquering?
Ooh, I would say really right now, so many things in my life are going on, and I don't really want to get too into detail. But right now, I just feel like this is my I don't know what to call that when you're breaking through, and this is the next level. So I'll say I quit my job. I do this full time. This is my second time trying this. And so like I am not new to this. Like I want to do this for real all the way. And so it's like soon as I quit my job, all of these things started happening. And I thought to myself, I'm like, out of all the interviews that I watched from celebrities and stuff, they're like, this wasn't easy. Like from Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah, I read her book.
Yeah, like Steve Harvey. All of these people, they like, nah, I was broke. I was doing, and I'm like, right now, all of the things, anything you could think of that could happen is happening right now. And also, simultaneously, I just killed one of my best shows last night at So Far Sounds because of the Motown Amplify program. And I did a double feature. I left that gig, went to another gig, and then here I am today talking to you, and it's like I'm doing this.
Exactly what I want to do.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I'm not gonna stop. So it's like this is right now.
I feel
this
that.
is it.
I feel that. I know I had brought up the first single we spoke about, "I Love You." Was that did Higher Standard come before that or after that?
Kind of around. So I want to say "I Love You" came out first, and then I came out with Higher Standards.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Got you. If I'm not mistaken, look, you doing all your research. I don't know. I released these songs a while ago, and you should just go stream them.
Yeah, you gonna check her out on everything. I'm on all streaming platforms, right? All streaming platforms. Everybody go check out Isis Damil. She has a very beautiful voice, and I'm quite sure y'all will appreciate her music because I do. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good, and she from Detroit. Yeah. And like I say, that's why we have every guest we had on here has been from Detroit, and we like to, give them their Detroit flowers. Here's your Detroit flowers.
Why, thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Just to put a spotlight on people here, because a lot of people that's not from here, from outside looking in, they don't really know. They just see, they fighting this, that, robbing, killing. But no, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of business and entrepreneurs that come out of Detroit. Talented singers, artists, rappers. It's a lot of us.
It is.
So, that's how we dedicated our show, The People of Detroit, to the people of Detroit.
I love it.
I mean, of course, over time, if it expands, cool, then we cross that bridge when we get to it. But for right now, all Detroit people, and, I'm glad that you was able to come and give us your time and discuss your life and how you became who you are to get to this point. You know, any future things coming up that you could let the people know, future music that's coming out, anything?
Absolutely, yep. So I am releasing 2 singles very soon. One song is called Real Love, the other one is called Morning.
Okay.
And why I'm dropping 2 singles is because I'm working on a project, and it's basically based off of my upbringing. So, you know, as you know, we talked about my dad being a preacher.
Yeah.
And so I grew up in church, and it's like always this notion that women have to be a certain way in church, and they don't put these same standards on men. So I grew up feeling like I have to be like this in church, and then keep whatever I do outside of church very separate, when I feel like I should just be myself all the time. I want to be authentic and true to myself at all times. Right. So the album that I'm working on, I'm giving y'all the scoop. You getting the scoop-a-doop, okay?
Y'all hear it first.
Okay. I'm working on my album Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Okay.
And so that's like, you know, okay, it's Saturday. Oh. And then Sunday, guess what? I'm going to church.
Sunglasses and Advil.
Okay, that too, but I'm at church. I am at church because I still love God, and you know, that's okay. I might have a little bit of alcohol in my breath, but I made it. I made it. Why? Because I want to continue to nurture my spiritual relationship with God.
Of course.
Like always. Like, you can't have one without the other. I wouldn't be here without him. So definitely I gotta nurture that. But you know, like on Saturday, I still like to show a little leg or something, you know, whatever. You know, I still like to do my thing. So
growing up in a household where, you know, I know it was certain restrictions, because being that your dad is a pastor, like, was he strict? Or was he more, okay, well, you answer my question.
Yes.
Like, when did the strictness kind of lighten up? Or if it ever did.
When I'm like, Dad, I'm grown. Like, I'm grown. It just had to be a reminder, because it was like, so, you know, we were performing together, and we don't perform together so much now. But we were performing together all the time, and he'd be like, what would the church people think about your outfit? Like, no, that's too much skin.
Like, Sister Brenda gonna love this.
Yeah,
Daddy.
Exactly. They love this, because they ain't gonna do it. Like, let me do it for them. You know,
right,
exactly.
Right.
So, then one day I was just like, Dad, you know, I'm grown. Like, I know you hate to see it. I'm grown.
I mean, especially you grew up, you know, to be a young lady where your head is on straight. It's not like you just.
Exactly.
Out here. You're like, let me do my thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You should be proud of me.
Graduated. I did all this stuff. I got a job. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, I get it too, because, you know, I got a daughter. She's 4. So I know at some point she going to be 34. And I'm going to be like, where the hell you going?
Exactly. And she going to be like, no, I'm grown.
saying the same thing.
Exactly. You know? Get ready. It's coming.
I'm trying, but I know I had brought it up a little earlier. When you want to be a dentist, right? What did singing really stop that, or you just kind of fell out of love with trying to do that?
So it just wasn't. It wasn't for me. Like, I love science, and it was a lot of science classes that I was bombarded with. And I'm like, I love science, but I don't love it like that. You know, I was like, maybe I will go ahead and continue to nurture my music, because I kept falling away from so I'll be honest, I left school. I didn't enroll, and I had a mentor, Kathleen Walker. I love you. She hit me up and was like, girl, I don't see your name on the roster. You didn't enroll? And I was like, no, I'm not coming back to school. The hell you ain't coming back to school? She cussed me out.
You should have known that was coming from somebody.
Yeah, she cussed me out, made me come up to the school. We did all the applications. I was like, well, I don't have no money. She was like, go to financial aid. We gonna get you the money, whatever. And guess what? I switched my major and I switched into communications, where I learned everything that I applied to my music now. So I learned how to produce music. I learned how to engineer. I can record. I can video record my stuff. I can edit my videos. I learned all of that, and I'm like, I can use all of
this. Was here this whole time.
This whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm using this for my music career. So, and I thank Kathleen so much for that. Like, sometimes you just be needing that other person to just cuss you out a little bit.
No,
and like,
for sure.
And no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like a bad, because I don't want y'all to be like, Kathleen was cussing. Like, no, it wasn't like that.
No,
she was just
a
like,
tough love moment.
Yeah,
like, I love you, but you about to listen to what I'm telling you.
Exactly. She was like, no, get your stuff together. Like, there's no way you're not going to school.
For sure.
And I'm
glad that happened, because you end up graduating, doing your thing, and then that opened so many more other doors. So many doors. And then, like you say, it helped you. It benefited you in the long run, because you like, I'm already a singer. I already want to do this. Now you learning stuff to better that. You know what I'm saying? You set up that foundation so where when you did get your feet in the door somewhere, you kind of know. You know what I'm saying? How to do your stuff. So, but no, I mean that's dope. That's dope to hear. You know, and but again, I greatly appreciate you stopping through and kicking it with the pod.
Thank you.
You are, a pleasure to have around. You make great music. Like, again, everybody go check out Isis Damil. She performs every day, it seems like.
Basically, check my page.
She do so much stuff. That's what I'm saying, people. She do a lot of moving, and that's how we want to be, and put on to our kids and tell them, like, listen, don't be stagnant. Stay busy.
Yep.
Because the more you stay busy, you look up like, damn, I did all this.
Exactly.
Damn. Even though it may take a year or two, however long, but you stick to what you're doing. Your dream and everything you want will come to the light for sure. But again, it was a pleasure. I handed you your Detroit flowers.
Thank you. And I want to hand you something. I brought gifts.
Okay.
I wasn't sure what size to bring, but I got a t-shirt.
I'm fat today.
You fat today? Well, here go. I brought a medium too.
I'll talk you.
Hilarious.
This is my size.
Okay, and I got a medium too, so I wasn't sure.
Isis Damil, y'all. Y'all see it?
Yep. So merch will be available online very soon. So.
Okay, bet. And I promise, when we come see you, I'm gonna have that on.
Yes.
I'm gonna be the loudest one in the crowd.
I love it.
Ready.
I love it. Yes. Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure. But for everybody out there, again, go follow Isis Damil on Instagram, Facebook, all the good spots or wherever. You know what I'm saying? And it's your boy, Sir LA. And y'all can go follow the Pod 313, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because in the meantime, in between time, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA, checking in with Isis Damil. Thank y'all for rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the people of Detroit. And we out.
Peace.
What up, doe? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the people of Detroit. And today, we just wanted to drop some jewels on y'all, about our ventures and what's going on. As y'all know, the podcast, The People of Detroit, is sponsored by Shywear LLC and also Natural Nation LLC. But as far as Shywear, that's on hold for right now, but it is coming very soon. Shout out my daughter, LaShyla, dedicated to her. But today we talking about Natural Nation. And as far as Natural Nation, we got a lot to offer. We got a whole location. We got a lot of natural hygiene products. And it's very good for the skin, very good for the body. And right here next to me, we got the CEO herself, Miss Dahlia. And I'm going to let her go into detail and tell y'all about the business.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to deliver those smell good goodies that you love. We have a variety of soaps, body butters, scrubs. We even make beard bombs for men. He be twinkling and glistening.
You know it.
And we have relaxing bath teas. Now, you can come see us 7 days a week at 12 Oaks Mall in Novi. We're located right near the Cheesecake Factory, so you can get that good grub and get some self-care at the same time.
Yes, yes.
Outside of that, we're still processing online orders. Just make sure you hit the website at www.therealnaturalnation.com, and you can follow us on IG or Facebook. We love to see those reviews because y'all opinions on the products is what keep us going and delivering quality.
Yes, yes. And of course, we hope to see as many of y'all as soon as possible. Like Dahlia said, we located at 12 Oaks, right by the Cheesecake Factory on the first floor. Come take a peek at what we got, because I'm quite sure you'll be intrigued and you'll be leaving with something. Because, as far as this been going, this is like 5th year strong, and I feel we bigger than ever and we still got a lot more stuff to do. But at the end of it, we gonna get to the bag and we gonna be a boss in our own state, you know what I'm saying, and do what we gotta do.
Okay.
But with that being said, shout out everybody who has been associated with the People of Detroit podcast. All of our guests from this point that has been on there, that has been on here, from Chef Tony, KDZ, we had Tamashi on, Marcel Stewart, shout out Tommy B, my brother, what I'm saying, rest in peace, bro. I'm always hold you down. And, go check out our videos. We got a lot of different videos dealing with a lot of different sectors of Detroit, and it's helpful to y'all. So it might be people out there that need motivation. Come take a look at our videos, and I promise you will get that motivation, because the people we speak with, they're only a phone call away. Some of them a DM away. And if you need any assistance with anything from a life coach, getting your business in line, just anything of that nature, watch our episodes, see who we have on, because it's all people that's of importance of Detroit that helps that community. So again, in the meantime, in between time, y'all already know what it is. Sir LA.
It's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And thank y'all for rocking with the pod this long. We've been holding it down. It's our 4th month strong. But we appreciate it. You already know what it is. The People of Detroit.
There she is. Look at Miss Natural Nation with her Hulk. Yes. Ew, 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 ew. Yes, go Miss Peter. Okay, go Nisha.
We here, we live, baby. Natural Nation. Grand opening. Look at Boss Lady. And guess what? I'm about to make a purchase. First customer, okay? That's how you show support. Hey, look at that. I'm so proud. Everybody come down. 12 Oaks. Natural Nation. I'm about to make my purchase. It's real like that. Look at my nice bag. My nice bag with my merchandise. Come get your clean, sexy products real quick. Y'all see it. Mimi's wave to the people. Natural Nation, hey. 12 Oaks Mall, you guys. Come show support. We live now. We down. It's over. It's on and popping. This setup is like really cute. Ooh, I want to do a card. Charge it. Charge it. See y'all making my first purchase. And look at that. I'm getting on my wallet. All right, guys, come and shop, support. Hey.
Sunday, just like the prodigal son. You guys, I'm about to get in the shower, get ready for church, and today I just want to share with you all what soap I'm using from Natural Nation. It is the mango soap.